Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudoku and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a Sudoku variant called Remote Clone Sudoku. Now this Sudoku has been constructed by Richard Stolk, and this was featured on WCPN website. So WCPN is an excellent website for Sudokus and puzzles. On a daily basis, either a Sudoku or a puzzle is posted by one of the best authors of the world. And Richard Stolk is an excellent Sudoku and puzzle author, and this Sudoku is actually a really good idea, I would say. No givens in this Sudoku and only a few arrows makes this Sudoku a really excellent and unique one. So I really recommend you to check out to the WCPN website, where you can access to the 10 days earlier, I mean to say 10 days puzzles or Sudokus posted there. And if you would like to become a member, you will be given access to all the previous Sudokus and puzzles for the year, even the solutions as well. So I will highly recommend you to check out to the WCPN website. I will add the link in the description below for the website page, as well as the link of the online interface of the Sudoku that we are solving today. And before going to the Sudoku, if you haven't subscribed to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles, please do subscribe to the channel. It will really motivate us to cover videos on daily basis. And if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, do let us know in the comment below, and we'll surely make a video on it. Right? And just a second. Yeah. So coming on to this Sudoku, so as you can see, there are no digits given in this Sudoku. Excellent, right? And with these arrows you can make sure, actually this makes the Sudoku unique, and the rules are as follows. So you'll have to place digits from 1 to 9 in each row, each column, and 3 into 3 box without repetition, right? As usual classic Sudoku rules. Apart from that, you have some arrows given in the cells, right? So the arrows indicates, so whatever number you have here, for example, if you have the 3 here, so third number from this cell in the direction given by the arrow, and in this direction, so third cell from in both the directions will have to have same digits. That is what the rule says. So for example, if you have a 4 number here, so the fourth cell from this direction where the arrow is given, and fourth cell from this direction where the arrow is given, right? So these two digits will have to be same, right? So there are no converse rule here, right? So there are no converse rule, and so wherever you have the arrows given for each cell, from that direction the number in the cell, so that is called the n. So the number in the cell will count the nth cell from the direction the arrows are given, and both the numbers will have to be same, right? So if you have a 4 here, so 1 2 3 and 4 and this cell 4, from this cell if you have a 4 here, then the fourth cell from both the directions will have to be same. And with that we'll start solving this puzzle, and really excellent one. And the first thing that you do in this kind of Sudokus is you just mark the possible numbers here. So for example, you cannot have a 1 here, because 1 in this cell would have to have both of these cells same, which is not possible. Both of these cells will have to be same, which is not possible. So you can have 2 3 and 4, 2 3 and 4. So any of these digits or these digits, one of these two cells or these two cells or these two cells will have to be same, and we are not sure which one. Same way, you cannot have a 1 in one of these two cells. So if you have a 1 here, I am sorry, you cannot have a 1 in this cell, because if you have a 1 here and the first cell from both the sides, in both the sides will have to be same, right? Not possible. So you can have only 2 here, right? And which means that both of these cells will have to be same. So let me mark that here by the green color here. Both of these cells will have to be same. Easy one. Same way, if you see here, this cell can be either 1 or 2. It cannot be more than 1 or 2, because more than 1 or 2 will go with the 3 here outside the grid. So 2 is already there here, so this would have to be 1, and these two cells will have to be same. So we can again mark that here, right? So these two cells will have to be same now. Why am I marking with the colors? Because it will be really easy to visualize the cells which are same, right? So marking with the alphabet here, A might confuse you, but color is very easy for us to visualize it, right? Now coming on to the next cell, this can be used because you have only 3 cells in one of the direction. So this also will count as a 3 cells in one of the direction. So this can only be 1 or 3. right? And this cell also can be 1, 2 or 3. This cell can be 1, 3, 4, right? 1 is not possible because what happens here is that both of these cells will have to be same, so 1 is not possible. And this cell can still be 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So 1, 3 and 4, because you have only 4 cells in this direction and 5 cells in this direction, but doesn't count because this direction has only 4 cells. So which means that 1 is not possible because 1 will make both of these cells as same. So you have a 3, 4 pair here that eliminates 3 from this cell, right? And this cell can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 3, 4 pair, because of the 3, 4 pair, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4 is eliminated and 1 cannot be there, 2 cannot be there. Excellent. You cannot have a 1 here because 1 will make both of these cells same. You cannot have a 2 here because that will make both of these cells same. 3 and 4 are not possible, so this cell would have to be 5, and that makes this cell and this cell as equal. Wow, that's nice. A very good start to this Sudoku. And this Sudoku is actually a 4-star rating, which means this is quite a tough one. And let us see if we can, if we are able to crack this. And oh, you cannot have a 1 here. That was easy to spot, but we delayed it a bit. This cannot be a 1 because if you have a 1 here, both of these cells will have to be same, which means that this will also be a blue color, and you have 2 blues in the same row. So this is a really good logic here. So we know that both of these cells will have to be same because we have marked that with the blue colors here, which means both of these cannot be same. That means both of these cells will have to be same. Not possible. So this cannot be a 1. So this will have to be a 2 now. That makes this cell and this cell as same. That's nice. That is actually very good. Okay. Okay, and with that we'll continue this solving. So if you see here, this cell cannot be 1 because 1 will make both of these cells as same. It can be 2, 3 and 4, so we can mark that here 2, 3 and 4, right? And this can be 1, 2, 3, so 1, 2, 3, nice. This cell can be, it cannot be 1, it cannot be 2, you already have a 2 here, can be a 3 here, or a 4, but not a 5 because 5 is already here, so you can have only 3 or 4 here. That's nice. So only 3 and 4 is possible. 3 will make this both cells same and 4 will make these both cells same, right? Okay. Anything else here? This cell you can have cannot have 2 and 5, you can have 1, 3 and 4, and which means that 1 will make both of these cells same, 3 will make both of these cells same, and 4 will make both of these cells same. Okay, so okay, let us see what else we can do here. Oh, so for the 2 here we already got a 1 here, so this would have to be 1. Both the greens will have to be same, which makes this as 3, which makes these 2 cells as same, right? That's nice. So that 3 makes this as 4, and that eliminates this cell as 4. So for the 4 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, both of these cells will have to be same, right? That comes into orange color, and these will be 5. Okay, that's awesome. That's a really good logic here. And so this is fulfilled. Okay, 5 is done here, and let's see what else we can do here. Okay, so we get a classic rule here. We are applying a classic rule here. This will have to be a 5 now. That's nice. That makes these 3 cells as 5. Okay, both of pinks will be same. You cannot have a 4 here. Okay, so both of the pink cells will be same, which means what all numbers you can have here or here. You cannot have 1, you cannot have 2, 3, 4, 5. You can only have 6, 7, 8, 9. But 9 can never be on the arrow. That is an excellent good logic here. 9 can never be on the arrow. That will go outside the grid actually. You can have maximum of 8 cells from the arrow. So which means this will have to be 6, 7, 8, and this will make it 6, 7, 8. That's nice. And yellow is 4, so this will have to be 4. Green is done, orange is done, red is yet to be done, so it can be 6, 7, 8, 9. It has to be on the 6, 7, 8, 9. So this can be 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, and this cell can still be, cannot be 1, it cannot be 2, it can be 3. No, it cannot be 3, because if you have a 3 here, this is 5, this will also have to be 5. It cannot be 3. It can be 4, 5, 4 or 6. 5 is not possible. So 4 and 6 is possible here. That's nice. For the 3 here, 1, 2, 3. 3 means these two cells will have to be same. 4 means these two cells will have to be same, right? For this 3 means these two cells will have to be same. 4 means these two cells will have to be same. So for the 1, this would have to be 5. For the 2, these two cells. Okay. What are we missing here, guys? Let's see. Oh wow, that is an excellent piece of logic, guys. This cannot be a 3. That is awesome. That is really a different kind of logic. So let me show you what happens if this is 3. So if this is 3, this becomes 4. And actually what happens here is, for both of these numbers, in one of the direction, this cell is the same. So for the 3 here, this is the cell. For the 4 here, this is the cell. Which means that both of these arrows are pointing to the same number, and in the other direction they are pointing to the different numbers, different cell in the same box. So if you have if you have a 6 here, both of these cells will have to be 6, because for the arrows pointing for the 3 and 4 here. Excuse me, which means that this cannot be 3 and this cannot be 4. This would have to be 4, and that makes this cell as 3. Wow. And for the 4 here, this is 1, so this would have to be 1, right? Because of the green cells here. I'll just mark that with the green here. And for the 3 here, this cell, this cell and this cell would have to be same. Let me mark it with the brown here, because yeah. So which means this would have to be 2. And because of the 2 here, this cell and this cell would have to be same. Wow. And that makes this cell as orange, and this would have to be 5. Wow, that is awesome, guys. This seems to be really an excellent one. And this 4 eliminates 4 from these two cells, so that becomes a 2-3 pair. And again, wow. So if you have a 3 here, third cell from this direction would be 5, and this would have to be 5. Not possible. So this would have to be 2. That becomes, this as 3. And so oranges are done, right? I'll just remove the orange cells here. We no need require orange cells now, because for the 3 here, these two cells would have to be same, and for the 2 here, these two cells would have to be same. That actually makes these 3 cells, orange cells, would have to be same, and this would have to be 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's an excellent Sudoku, guys. Really an awesome one, right? And we have marked all the color cells here, right? Only the orange and pink cells are remaining. Can this be 3? So if this is 3, this is 2, and this would have to be 2. Possible. Okay. So blue will have to be same. Blue can be 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Okay, we have not marked anything on these cells, because they were really far away from the grid. I mean to say edge of the grid where they are pointing, and that gives you many possibilities. So let us now mark these cannot be 1, it cannot be 2. Can it be 3? So it is 3 is possible, 4 is possible, 5 is not possible. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 is possible. You can have 3 4 6 because in this direction only 6 cells are possible, right? So same way you can have 3 4 6 here. Wow, 3 4 6, because in this cell, in this direction you can have only 6 cells possible, and 4 2 5 is not possible, so 4 is also not possible, and 1 is also not possible, so only 3 and 6 are possible here. So which means third cell is 2 already fulfilling. Okay, so we don't have to look for this arrow for now, but only the candidates inside this cell will help us actually. So 3 and 6 are only the candidates, and if at all 6 is not fulfilling here, 3 is still fulfilling the phenomena here, the logic here. So this arrow is actually not of any use for now except the candidates inside this cell, right? So 3 4 6 is possible here, 7 is not possible because in this direction it will go outside the grid, right? So this cell would have to be, you'll have 7 possible here. So 1 3 6 7, 1 is not possible, 3 6 and 7, right? 3 is this cell and this cell, 6 is 5 and 5, which is already fulfilling. Oh, so this cell is also not of any use for the actually seeing if we don't have to use the arrow in this cell but only the candidates again. Okay, oh wow, excellent guys. You see here you get the candidates here are helping because you get a 3 4 6 triplet here that eliminates 6 from these two cells, that eliminates 6 from the color cells as well. Wow, so which means that you have a 3 4 6 triplet here, which means the 7 8 9, this would have to be 7 8 9. And I also see that 1 in this box can only be in this cell. Okay, and that actually gives you 1 in these 3 cells and 1 in these 3 cells, right? Okay, and that makes you actually, because of the triplet here, 3 4 6 triplet, 3 cannot be in any of these cells, 3 cannot be here, so this would have to be 3. Oh that was funny, and which makes you get a 1 here. Wow, that eliminates 1 from this cell, and 4 and 6 here, 1 2 3 4 5 6, this is 1, so this would have to be 1. Wow, it cannot be 4. Awesome, that is awesome guys. So if you see here, you can have only 4 and 6, but if you have a 6 here, 1 2 3 4 5 6, you have a 1 here, which means this would have to be 1, and you already have a 1 here, so this would have to be 4. That gives you a 2 here, and that makes a 2 here, right? So for the 4, you have the 4th cell as 2 here, so this would have to be 2 here in this 4th cell. And I remember now that for the 3rd cell from this direction is 2 here, so this would have to be 2, which is not possible, so this would have to be 1, this would be 5, and that is actually awesome. For the 1 here, the first cell is 5 here, so this is a 5 here, and that actually gives you a 3 in one of these 2 cells, and 4 will eliminate 4 from this cell as well, so it would have to be 3 or 6. That gives you a 7 here. Wow, because of the 3 6 pair here, that gives you a 7 here, and the 7th digit from this direction is 1, so this would have to be 1. That is awesome guys, that is awesome. And 1 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. Why did I eliminate that? And because of the 7 here, blue is eliminating the possibility of 7, so it would have to be 8 or 9, so which means 7 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. That eliminates 7 from this cell. Wow, that is good, which means that the 6th cell from this direction, 1 2 3 4 5 6 is 2, so 6th cell from this direction, 1 2 3 4 5 6, you can have a 2 here, or these 2 cells would have to be same. 2 would have to be in this cell. Wow, 2 is in this cell, which means that 6th cell from this direction is a 2 here, so 6th cell from this direction cannot be 2, and which means that this cell would have to be an 8. That eliminates 8 from these two cells. That eliminates 8 from this cell, 7 and 9. So that gives you an 8 here. That gives you an 8 here. And red is 6, 7, 9. Orange is 7 and 9. Wow. And red is 6 and 9 because of the 8 here. Red is 6 and 9. That becomes 6 and 9 here. Cannot be 7 as well. Oh wait, why can't red be 7? Okay, so blue is 8. I got confused, sorry. Blue is 8. Purple, pink is also 8. That gives you orange as 7 and 9, right? Orange is 7 and 9. Red is 6, 7 and 9, right? So this will be 6, 7 and 9, right? So this would have to be 6. That eliminates possibility of 6 from red cell as well. So you have a 7-9 pair here. And these two cells would have to be 5 and 6 in any order, right? Okay. So we can mark those 5, 6 and 5, 6. And 8th cell from this cell would have to be 5 or 6. So this cell also would have to be 5 or 6 for the clue here. And you have a 3, 6 pair. So this would have to be 5. This would have to be 5. That gives you a 6 here. And you have 2, 3, 4 here. No, 2, 4 and 9 here. So because of the 2 here, you'll have a 2 here. This is 9 and this is 4. And because of the 9 here, you get a 7 here. So red is 7. Okay. Orange is 9. Third digit is 2, sixth digit is 9. So you cannot, so you cannot have a 3, you cannot have a 6 here because the sixth digit from this direction is 1 and from this direction it is 9. Of course, so, oh no, not 9. Yeah, it is 9. So which means this would have to be 3, that gives you a 6 here. And sixth from this direction is 7, so sixth from this direction will also have to be 7. Right? Okay. And 6 and 8 here, right? So these two cells would have to be 6, 8. Okay, now I think so we can mark digits here. So these digits would have to be 6 and 7. So this is 6, this is 7. That gives you a 9 and 6 here, right? So this is 9, this is 6. So these two cells are 6 and 8. These three cells are 2, 4 and 7. This cannot be 7, this cannot be 2. Okay. And these two digits are 5. Am I missing anything? 4 is done. 3 is done. 5 is done, right? These 3 are done. 1 is done. You have 3 in this cell as 9. This is also done. 2 is in this is also done. This is done. 3 is done. 4 is also done. 1 is done here. 7 is done here. And 3 is done here. I think so we have done all the possible arrows here. And now it is nothing but just placing the digits. You have a 6 here. So this would be 8. This would be 6. And you have a 5 and 1 to be 5 and 7 to be placed here. You already have a 7. So this would be 5. This would be 7. That gives you a 5 here and a 3 here. Right? And these two digits are 6 and 9. So this would have to be 9. This would have to be 6. These two digits are 8 and 4. 4 and 8. These three digits are 2, 3 and 9. 2, 3 and 9. So you cannot have a 2 here. You cannot have a 9 here. These two digits are 4 and 8. These two digits are 1 and 5. So this would have to be 1. This would be 5. Oh, sorry. 1 and 9 here. So this would have to be 1. This would have to be 9. The 1 here gives you a 1 here. 4, 8, 7 and 3. No. Let us mark these two digits 3 and 9. So this would be 3. This would be 9. That gives you a 9 here, a 2 here, a 3 here. That gives you a 2 here. A 4 7 would have to be here, and you have a 4 here and here, so 4 in these two cells would have to be here. 6 and 8, right? Okay, this in this column a 3 would have to be here, so 4 8 and 7, 7 is here, so this would have to be 4 and 8. You have a 4 8 pair, so this would have to be 7, this would be 4, this would be 8, this would be 4, this would be 8, this would be 4, this would be 8, and this would be 4. Wow, that gives you a 6 8 here, 6 here, 8 here, a 6 here, and a 7 here, right? And with that we complete this gorgeous remote clones Sudoku by Richard Stolk. What an excellent Sudoku this was. And as you can see here, this was a really different variant we got to solve here, and I really thank the author Richard Stolk for giving us an opportunity to cover a video on our channel. This was really an excellent solve, and the best part of the Sudoku was this 3-4 pair here. I cannot forget that. That was excellent because both of these pointing to the same digit in one box and pointing to the different cells in another box makes this a contradiction. That was an excellent logic here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed this variant, and do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.